Hello everyone. Today's topic is bundle conductors. So before going on to that part, we should know why do we use bundle conductors. When the voltage level of transmission line are increased beyond certain limit, there is a phenomena called corona which happens. It occurs due to the high voltage gradient in the periphery of the conductor. What is voltage gradient? It is nothing but the electric field strength in the periphery of that conductor. As we have already seen in our 12th physics, that electric field is proportional to V by R, that is electric field strength is proportional to voltage and the radius of a round surface. Let us see, it is having radius R. So we can see that if voltage is increased, then again E will increase. Similarly, if I reduce the radius, then again E will increase. So you know that to increase the transmission capability, we try to increase the voltage level of the lines. So this is required, that we increase the voltage level, but we also want that the electric field strength or the voltage gradient in the periphery of the conductor, it does not increase beyond a certain amount, that is beyond which the electric strength of the air, that is the air, does not break down, that is it does not get ionized due to high voltage gradient. So how to reduce it? One of the measures, if we increase the radius, the effective radius of the conductor, then E will reduce for the given voltage. So to reduce the corona impact, that is, what is corona? It is nothing but the ionization of the surrounding air due to increase in voltage gradient in the periphery of the conductor. In this video, at the end, I will also show a photograph in which the corona can be easily seen. It is usually seen with a kind of light, violet light surrounding the conductors for high voltage lines especially. What does it do? It causes loss also. It also causes interference. It brings about high frequency noise which can cause interference with nearby communication lines also. So what should we do to reduce it? We should try to reduce the electric field strength or the voltage gradient surrounding the conductor. How to reduce that? We need to increase the effective radius of the conductor. So to do that, what we usually do, that we try to make conductors such as, that is, there are multiple conductors per phase. In that, the term bundle conductors come into use. So what are bundle conductors? Two or more conductors per phase in close proximity to each other as compared to the spacing between phases. Let us say this is a transmission line. One conductor is going here, other conductor is going here, and third conductor is going here. So this is the distance between phases. If I make somehow, that is, multiple conductors per phase, the distance between these is small as compared to this distance, then these conductors are known as bundled conductors. Empirically, it has been found that if this D, that is the spacing between, small d, the spacing between the conductors of a phase, that let us say these are conductors of a phase with spacing having D, and each conductor is having a radius R. Now it is found empirically that if D is about 8 to 10 times of R, the radius of the conductor, then the effect of corona is not that much prominent. It gets reduced. So what we always try to do, that this D is about 10 times of the radius of a conductor. Now here I have shown usual configuration of the bundle conductors. If we have two conductors per phase, then we usually try to put them in this configuration. If we have three conductors per phase, then we usually try to do such kind of configuration, that is, the conductors occupy the corners of an equilateral triangle to maintain the symmetry. Similarly, if there are four conductors per phase, we try that the conductors make a square. Now, as you can see, it is practically not possible to make these symmetries. So the current will then not equally divide between the conductors if the symmetry is not there. Let us say some distance is high and some is low, then the current will not divide between them equally due to mutual effect, also proximities and induction effect. So we should what we should do, we should try to transpose these conductors within a bundle also, but it is practically not feasible. But practically it is seen, even if we do not transpose these conductors within a bundle, then the error which comes out by using the same formula of GMD and GMR, in which transposition was being assumed, the difference is not that much, that is, the error is not that much. So the method of GMD and GMR is equally applicable to bundled conductors as well, even if there is no transposition between the conductors of the same bundle. Now, what is the benefits of bundled conductors? We will solve an example also in the next slide of the same video. We will see that the GMR, as we already know, L is usually shown as 2 into 10 raised to power minus 7 natural log GMD upon GMR. Now we will see in the next slide that GMR of a bundled conductor increases as compared to a single conductor. So if this increases, then L will reduce. Now if L gets reduced, then the transmission capability of the transmission line gets increased. We will see in our later topics that P transferred is usually written as V1 V2 by X line sine delta. So even if these three things are constant, and if I reduce it, the power transmission capability will increase for the transmission line. Now we can calculate GMR of the bundled conductors, as we will see in this video in the next slide. But how to calculate the GMD? So to calculate GMD, what we do, we try to take, let us say this is one bundle, and let us say this is other bundle of other phase. To calculate the GMD, we will take center to center distance. Let us say it is capital D. In this way, we can easily calculate GMD as well. The error involved in taking the center to center distance is not that much. So it is usually easier to calculate GMD if we take center to center distance of the bundles instead of taking the individual distances. Now in the next slide we will take an example. Now let's see an example. Here we have been given a transmission line where are two conductors per phase. That is, bundle conductor is there for a phase, but the bundle is having only two conductors per phase. So you can see for phase A there are two conductors, A and A dash, B and B dash for phase B, and for phase C, C and C dash. We are also given that the distance between these two conductors of a phase is only 45 centimeter. And we are also given one more thing, that R dash, that is 0.7788 into R, the radius of a conductor, is only 0.0142 meter. Now the distance between center to center of each bundle is given as 8 meter and 8 meter, and AC will be 16 meter then. Now we are asked for calculating the D equivalent and DS, that is GMR of this bundle conductor. As we know that the inductance of a three-phase transmission line, if it is transposed, can be given by 2 into 10 to the power minus 7 natural log D equivalent by DS. It will be the inductance per phase. So for phase A, this will be inductance. Now first we will calculate what is D equivalent. As we have already seen when we were discussing the topic of the inductance of transmission line which is having transposed conductors, D equivalent was given as cube root of DAB, DBC, DCA. Now DAB is 8 meter, DBC is also 8 meter, and DCA is 8 plus 8, 16 meter. So putting these value here will give me D equivalent as 10.08 meter. Now we come next to the calculation of GMR of a bundle. Now how to calculate GMR? I already told it in previous lecture also, that if we are given, let us say, a conductor of, let us say, which is having 3 conductors per phase A, B, C, then GMR will be calculated as DAB, DBC, DCA, DAA also, DBB, DBA, DBC, like this, DAA, DAB, DAC, sorry. Similarly, it will be calculated DCA, DCB, DCC, and the total power will be 3 into 3 into 3, that is 1 by 9. That there are, how many terms are there? 9 terms. So power will be 1 by 9. In this way, GMR of any conductor can be calculated. If it is having 3 conductors per phase, this will be given. Now there are only 2 conductors per phase. So how will it be done? A and A dash are the 2 conductors. So how we will calculate? DAA. DAA is nothing but R dash, as we already told in the previous lectures also. Now DAA dash is given as 45 centimeter. DA dash A dash is again R dash. Now next term is DA dash A. DA dash A is again 45 centimeter. R dash is already given. If I put all these values, then the GMR of this phase A conductor will come out to be 0.08 meter. Now if I put these two values, D equivalent and DS, in this formula, then the inductance of phase A will come out. Now in the previous slide, as I was telling, that there is a little error only if I use the center to center distance for the bundles for calculating GMD. Now if I want to be more accurate, how to calculate the GMD? Instead of taking the center to center distance, I will take distance between each conductors. That is, if I want to calculate D equivalent, then I will use the same formula, DAB, DBC, DCA and their cube root, but DAB will not be taken as center to center distance. It will rather be taken as the distance between each subconductor for each phase and their geometric mean. So there are 4 conductors, A dash, B dash. So how will I calculate it? I will use DAB, DAB dash, DA dash B, DA dash B dash. So how many terms are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. I will take 1 by 4th root. That is, 4th root will be taken to calculate the value of DAB. Similarly, I will calculate DBC by using this formula. That is, taking the distance DBC, DBC dash, DB dash C, DB dash C dash. In this way, I will calculate DBC by taking the 4th root. Similarly, DCA can be calculated, but when I will calculate DAB, DBC, DCA using this formula also, then the error which will come out will be very less, it will be negligible, but the calculation involved is very high as compared to this formula. That is why to ease the calculation and also the error is very low, we always use center to center distances in calculating the GMD values, and it does not affect our accuracy that much. Now, if you find my lectures helpful, it is requested that you subscribe and share my YouTube channel, and also press the bell icon so that you can get the notification of a new video as and when it is uploaded to the channel.